Okay, introduce yourself a little bit. Where are you from, and why do you come to this island? Why?
So I'm Adrienne Plezier. I live in Singapore. I'm from the Netherlands originally, and I'll be moving back very soon. Um, I came to the island simply because it was one of the swim tribes organized to get out of Singapore and then do an open water swim somewhere else.
So how is it different from Singapore open water that your usual East Coast Park or Sentosa Tanjung Beach here?
Well, it's a lot clearer water. So there's a lot of things to see along the way, which is very nice. So you see a lot of nice corals and all sorts of fishes. But that also means that one of the things that I'm afraid of is actually that you can actually see how deep the water goes. And that's one of the things that I was working on this weekend.
So how do you overcome like the very near corals with shallow water and the deep water and the choppy wavy currents? So different type of water conditions. How do you deal with each individual conditions?
Well, the coral very close or the shallow water is just a question of finding your way and then really keeping a very tight tummy and trying to get your stroke shallow. Meaning that automatically you'll have shorter strokes, but at least then you don't touch all sorts of things that you're not supposed to touch. So that's just a question of just getting through and trying to find a deeper spot along the way. While if you the deepness is for me very much concentrating on my technique, trying to breathe calmly, relax, and at the same time still enjoy the beauty of the darkness, the dark blue, and the fact that you can see so far. So trying to turn it into something positive instead of something negative. Now on the current itself, yeah, that's always trying to push it harder. So trying to really use my 2-beat kick or even going into a 6-beat. And then it's really the underwater stroke, especially when it's wavy, that I try to use to bring myself forward. But yeah, with coach can still pass me without any problem. Well, normally he's not able to. So yeah, still have to work on that though.
Okay, and let's talk a little bit about the island hopping.
Yeah, I really enjoy that. I mean, that's for me the thing that I'll remember most, I guess, next to just the beauty of the water, is the fact of it's a very nice idea of going from one island to the next. I can even imagine doing it's not a real picnic, but putting something in your buoy and then bringing along, stopping along the way, eating something. I mean, that would be brilliant. And in this case, it was just 500 meters every time, which is like an ideal distance. And it was just fun. I mean, you could just keep on going like that. I mean, there was no end to it. It was very, very nice.
How many islands in total that you can see, and how many have you done so far?
Yeah, so we ended up doing 3. We could see 5, but when we got to the 3rd one, we realized that the 4th and the 5th one was pretty far away still. So we did 3, but that was nice. It was fun.
And we saw some fairy tale, right? Describe a little bit about your fairy tale that you see.
Yeah.
And we swam near to the fairy tale, right? Without getting shot.
Yeah, no, the fairy tale, I call it a fairy tale, and I'll try and find a picture of why I associate it with a fairy tale, because it actually makes me think of something in the Netherlands. It's a amusement park. But anyway, so this is there's like a, how do you call that? It's like a house or a number of houses on top of on a platform, and it's owned by the Sultan. And so, but when you pass, it looks like it's all different houses, and they have a very strange top. It looks like the top is from icing, and the walls are from cookies or something like that. That's why I think of a fairy tale. And we swam towards it. We stopped, I think, about 500 meters short. Because we didn't want to get too close. You never know if you're not allowed. Yeah.
Okay, and what's the most memorable part about this whole 2-day 1-night trip over here?
Yeah, I for me it's the just generally, of course, being on a very beautiful tropical island, and then just being allowed to swim in such a very clear water, seeing those corals and the fishes and everything. I think that's for me the thing that I'll miss. And yeah, I think that for me, the island hopping, even though we didn't have such beautiful weather yesterday, that was just fun.
But how is it different from like you went to better water than this, like the El Nido, and how is it different? I've never been to El Nido. Maybe you can describe a little bit of comparison.
Yeah. So El Nido is also very, very clear. It was extremely clear. I could almost say that it was more, but the corals there are also have more color. So here it was quite brown, even though very alive. There was more different colors, so dark red and green and bluish and purple, and so many colors, and different fishes as a result. But actually it's from and you see much less sea urchins, so it's a bit less scary in that sense that you don't want to touch them. In a way you could say that it's then similar, but it never is.
Okay. And how long do you take the boat ride to here, and how far away from Singapore, right? You get started from Singapore, and how far?
Yeah, but that was a long trip, right? So we got up at I got up at 3, so at 4 we got picked up, and then ultimately at 9 we got to 8:30 we got to the jetty where we were supposed to leave.
But it's not that far other than the gems, right? After you cross the causeway.